today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chargers taking on Russell Wilson and the New York Jets.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Philip Rivers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 59 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 1-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rivers on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You've still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Rivers. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the red zone now, Rivers. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And will be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran repick. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
1st down.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete to Julio Jones. A gain of 16.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw again. That's caught by Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Chargers, nothing.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Number 20.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Down by Marcus May. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
on the run, this is Hunt.
30.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Quick slant to Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, Jets.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A.J. Epinesa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he finds Howard complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Rivers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he finds Gronk. And inside the 15 before they drop him. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. And that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in Denver, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Chris Conley, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 28-10, the final. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Raheem Mostert, a touchdown run in that first half. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. second half starts with a run by Edwards alone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The left side completion to Jones.
Wilson's pass complete.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on third down. Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. Morthy Cedar, he just made a great play there.
And here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
46-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
He'll find Metcalf. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Now Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To the run by Hunt. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
That's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New York ready to go again offensively. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. There's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
On the play. Recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Pass on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jets 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The previous play is under review.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
I have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rivers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Oh, what a move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And a little spin cycle. 1 to 1 now. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That's another Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 24.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rivers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Rivers. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating the gun. Rivers. He's got it.
Rivers pass.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now second.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure. The ball comes out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Auden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with a football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Jets 18.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 6. A minute 44 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Wilson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chargers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.